Battlefield Easter eggs are back on the menu. All of a sudden today there was a plethora of discoveries that have led to 2 secret unlocks, possibly one of the best explosion and sound effects in a Battlefield game ever, and an even deeper mystery that hasn't been figured out yet. There are 2 new player cards to get though. We'll be taking a look at those first, the Deception and Pathmaker, and you have to complete these quests to acquire them. So what do we have to do for the first unlock then? Well, you can do this on a private server if you want to host your own. You can also do it in public servers, which is kind of funny considering what actually happens. It might surprise some people, but we are looking for these little radar dishes, these transmitters. You can do them in any order. This is just the first one that I picked. So come to C2, shoot the fan. We're going to crawl on through here, drop down, and you'll see this weird looking radar dish with a sticky out bit on it. And then we're going to interact with it here, and you should hear a message.
I know why you're here. You believe Project Silver Spear is a weapon. That's a lie. Wolf cannot be trusted. He's using you, and will stop at nothing to kill us. I'll prove it to you. Activate the transmitters.
So we've got to go ahead and activate the remaining transmitters. The next one that I did is over here by E1, the other big cube at the back. There's this yellow area with crates, and you'll see it on top there. You can jump up, but I just use McKay. We're going to activate this one and listen.
Oz planted a special signal beacon at this facility. When activated, a GPS tied to his personal codes will falsify his location tag. Wolf will think you found Oz and bomb what he believes is your location. You'll see that, to him, you're nothing more than collateral damage.
So that's number 2 done, and now we're going to bait this guy into doing something. And the third and final one's on the edge of the map here. That's where we just were in E1. So we're going to run away from that out to the west. And there's a little point on the map here that you can come into. And here's the final transmitter. Interact with it.
No hard feelings, Exodus. As it stands, no paths fall under acceptable losses if we toe tag Oz in the process. Know that your sacrifice has saved the free world. You can take that to your graves.
So there we unlock the player card. An alarm starts sounding at E1. Doesn't sound very promising, does it? But something's about to happen, so we're just gonna sit back, relax, and watch the chaos unfold.
This is who Wolf is. He used you. But you're not the first. We need to get moving, but we can't return to your ship. Not while Wolf thinks you're dead. We go by land. Kaiju can give us safe passage to the port. Yallah.
That has to be one of the most impressive explosion and sound effects in any Battlefield game so far. Just the sheer force of it. Imagine if we could get that rocket as a squad call-in in Season 4, that would be sick. Now, before I move on to the next thing, I just want to see, can I actually be killed by this? So I've got a helicopter, and I'm just going to fly it where the impact site is and see if it kills me. Oh, there it is. It's coming. It's really hard to keep these helicopters still. Oh, bless me, Father, for I've sinned. Yeah, you can be killed by it. That's quite effective, isn't it? Damn. That just annihilated me. I think it was a cruise missile. Like, I saw it for a frame there. Does that mean you could kill other people with it too in a public match? Oh, man. I've got to test that at some point. Yeah, look at this. I just recorded it again from another angle. You can actually see the cruise missile for a couple of frames. And then it splits or something. It drills into the cube and explodes from the inside. That's just such a good effect, man. So cool. Right, so player card number 2, Pathmaker. We've got to come over to Manifest. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to show you where we have to end up because this is important to know. So over here, right on the edge of the map, over to the south-southeast, if we use a grapple, get on top of the containers and you'll find another container up here, but it's locked and there's 3 red lights on the outside and some weird radio noises on the inside. So this is what we have to unlock. So we're going to end up back here. So stage 1, the first thing we've got to do is interact with 3 radios or little walkie-talkies that are hidden around. The first one's on top of the crane here, this green crane thing. Interact with that and listen.
The dark market gave us a storage container here. It has everything on Project Silver Spear. You just need to unlock it.
So that's saying that we need to unlock that container that we just found. But we've got to interact with 2 more radios first. The second one can be found over here at B2 in the building. So just go through the door, run up the first set of stairs, the second set of stairs, turn right, big room, and then you'll find it in the corner here next to this red box. So interact with that.
Project Silver Spear was never a weapon. It's our future. The sheer water technology. Dr. Voros fixed the coding mistakes and unlocked its full potential. A geoengineering machine, one that could transform the land and build us a new home.
Third radio, we're going to have to do a bit of dumpster diving here over by the US spawn. One of them is closed, one of them is open, and it's right there. Interact with it.
This has been our plan, to create a place to unite us, the abandoned and forgotten, the no-pats. Oz's data drive has everything. In Wolf's hands, it would destroy us. But in yours, we can turn the tide of our fight.
So the next step is to destroy 3 signal jammers, and these can spawn in lots of different locations. There's lots of spawns for them, so yours might be different from mine. My first one was up here in the top of the containers, and all you have to do is interact with it. It plants some C4 on it, and then after a few seconds that will blow up. So there's number 1 done for me. The second one for me was over on the roof of B2. Just at the top here, we're going to grapple up with McKay. You can use the stairs if you'd like to. And we'll see it on the wall here next to the door. Set the C4. And get to see a lovely explosion again. There it is. And then the third jammer for me was over on the ship at D1. Just tucked away in the little corner here. It would be really easy to miss that one. Third one down. So now, if we head back to the container, we should be able to gain access and unlock the player card. But all 3 lights have to be green. So fingers crossed. So here we are back at the container that was locked before. We're going to grapple up again. Just showing you where it is on the map. That's the back of it there. We can hear those weird radio signals on the inside. So here it is. We've got 3 green lights on it now. We're going to open it up, and inside, some shady looking computer equipment here. Very strange. A laptop, and also the data drive that we need to interact with and collect.
Now you know the truth. Wolf will destroy the future I'm building for the no-pats at any cost. It's not about nations or superpowers. It's about revenge. Exodus. Irish. I can't change what I've done. But perhaps now you understand why. Let us finish what we started. Together. Help me bring Silver Spear online. Return to where Voros' work began.
So there we have it. We unlocked the second player card, but just a note again that your radar jammer positions may not be the same as mine. So I've recorded some positions here where other people have found theirs. So we'll take a quick look at those now, and then we'll take a look at another mystery that's unfolding and hasn't been solved yet. So you might find one of your radar jammers here in this container. White container just against the wall there. Closest point to this is E2. Look at the minimap if you want to know exactly where that is. You might find one at the back of the ship next to the D point right in the corner there. You can see I'm on the E side of D. There's another white container spawn here which is north of E1 next to this checkpoint area that's covered by those big white arches above you. Right there on the map. You can also find one right at the top of the radio mast here. And the closest point to this is a B2. And you'll find it just on the front side of the metal here as you're looking down towards B1. And then the last spawn that's been discovered is on B1 at the big Epcot golf ball thing. Round the back, just on this flat surface here. You might find it there as well. So if you check all those spawns and the ones that I got, you'll probably end up finding all 3. I've linked a document down below from the BFE Discord, which I'm sure will continue to be updated with more spawn locations if they find them. So what about this other mystery then? Well, this is on another map. As you can see here, we're on Exposure. And in the command center area, these little boxes have spawned on the walls and they've got weird symbols on them. Some people think this is Greek alphabet. Some people think Roman alphabet. Some people think that it's just random stuff, but there's many of them around here. No one has figured out what to do with them yet. Obviously, there's a way that we can interact with these switches and get them working. Some people think that maybe this will be a time thing and it will activate once season 4 is a bit closer. There's a much bigger box on the wall here, and there's a radio on top, which is actually broadcasting something. It's garbled though, and you can't hear it. And it says position, and we've got off and on. At the moment, the red light is off. The box isn't working, but there's somehow to get that green light on. And also a weird picture there. So that might be the symbol or the art for season 4. And there's no way to interact with that radio either. So this is all a big mystery right now. It's not been figured out, and I love this stuff because it reminds me of the Phantom program in BF4, especially the weird symbols and stuff. There's a K there. I just feel like that's mocking everyone, just going, K, figure me out. There it is. That's where the BFE community is at with this. If you want to keep updated, I have linked their Discord down in the description below. And also, what are your theories on this? What's going on? Big thanks to the developers for putting this kind of stuff in the game too. Usually they do this in their free time. It's a great way to create some buzz, and it's really appreciated by many players. With that said, thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.